All right, here we are for round 4, I guess, final round. Round 3 of this tournament, the finals of the tournament. We are on the draw. We're going to keep this hand. This hand's great. We have Nicodle and, Bolt. We don't have anything to pump our knight. We have no fetch lands in our hand, but overall this hand is just great. One has played Island. Speaking of great cards. We will play Nicodle, and we drew another Nicodle. Alright, so Thought Scour. So it looks like we're playing against another Grixis deck. My guess is Grixis. Probably not just blue-black. I do just kind of want to play, maybe we don't play the Arid Mesa. If we play the Arid Mesa, we actually can't fetch anything but basic planes because that pumps our Nicodle, because we have both Sacred Foundry and Temple Garden in our hand. So I actually think that I'm just going to play one of these. It does mean that we potentially can't play Knight as a 4/4 next turn. We'd have to draw one of our 11 remaining fetches, but we have to get basic planes here, and I don't think I like getting basic planes here. I think I want to play Temple Garden or Sacred Foundry. Maybe we do get basic planes. Just this is tough. I actually kind of want to play Nicodle first and see what my opponent does. If he remands Nicodle, I actually want to play Temple Garden. So I'm actually going to play Nicodle. So he remands this. I want to play Temple Garden so I can replay it. Mana Leak. Okay. Alright, well, now we'll play. This is tough. What are my chances of drawing a plains next turn? It's actually relatively high, or a fetch. It's actually relatively high. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Just get basic planes. It's like really valuable to be able to play Knight that's immune to Bolt. This could cost me a lot of damage though, because it might have to be 4 damage. Because I have to play these both untapped. Blood Moon. Okay. Well, glad I got a basic planes. I would have drawn a... Well, this is pretty bad. We need to draw basically basic forest. All right. I was not expecting a Blood Moon. I mean, there wasn't anything we could do differently. If we do draw a basic forest, we're actually in totally reasonable shape, though. Lightning Bolt's pretty good. And I want to save. Here, we're going to play Arid Mesa, just in case he has Mana Leak. We don't let him get value of Mana Leak. Let's bolt that. The Batterskull? Keranos. Alright, well, we're pretty dead. Unless we draw a forest up right now. Path. Alright, well. Do Cryptic Command. Forest? No. I should have played my Sacred Foundry, but alright. Well, this Kieran is going to kill me real quick. Forest? No. I don't really want to path this because I don't want to... Oh, okay, we're just dead. I'm just going to concede at this point. I don't want to really show him anything else. Alright, well, we lost a Blood Moon. It's not really something that typically happens, this deck, but sideboard-wise, I feel like we're probably same sort of sideboarding I did against the previous Grixis deck. I think that Pride Mage is a little bit more attractive here, given the fact that our opponent has Blood Moon and doesn't have... Probably doesn't. Maybe doesn't have. What's it? Creeping Tar Pit. So Lightning Bolt's less attractive. I'm just gonna go with this. Bringing in the Thalias and the Choke. So I mean, there. I mean, just we awkwardly lost a Blood Moon. Now we're just we are A, aware that it's the possibility out of our opponent's deck, and B. I mean, like, generally speaking, Blood Moon is just not good against Naya. So. We know that we need to fetch basics, and we can do that. We will play first. And we're going to keep... We unfortunately don't have the ability to actually get basic here. At least basic forest immediately, so we do have a basic plains. I'm tempted to just play Hierarch, so I can play Smiter turn 2, but it's probably best for me to just lead off with Wild Icodal anyway. Like, he can play... he can play a... he can't play any like, counter magic that can stop Smiter this turn anyway, so... I'm just going to play this and attack. I don't want to play Ooze here because Ooze isn't really accomplishing very much. I'd rather play Ooze sort of middle turn where it can't necessarily get bolted or is at least threatening to remove cards from the yard. Here I'd rather get a little bit more damage in with the Icodal and enable myself to cast the Smiter next turn. This also potentially makes me more stable against a Blood Moon if he does have Blood Moon. Maybe just bolting my Icodal though. Icodal down. Gonna try and Mana Leak me. Sorry, buddy. Loxodon Smiter. I don't think I want to take damage. 2 damage to do 1 damage to him, and also not give me green mana. Or actually be yeah. It's gonna be 2 damage to me, 1 damage to him. Don't think it's worthwhile. It is a deck that can like actually do meaningful damage. So, what's this? Engineered explosives for 3. All right. I feel like I want Temple Garden here. I don't really have many uses for multiple red. We'll attack him for 5, and now I'm actually just going to play both Goyf and Ooze here. Like, this is already on 3. He needs to actually pop this in order to kill this, which makes it difficult for him to deal with the rest of my board. Also, I just want to play Goyf and not Ooze, because Ooze ends up being vulnerable to Bolt here. But I feel like I have enough pressure from the Tarmogoyf. It seems worthwhile, because if he sacrifices the engineered explosives, this guy's 4/5. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. We have a lot of pressure right now. And my board is quite strong. He has 6 cards, but we have lots of damages. This is one of the slightly awkward, slightly awkward spots. I guess people are just running Dispels in their main deck, huh? Some Bolt, yep. Yeah, I wish I had this last turn. Just attack with both of these. I lose like 1 damage on Exalted if he pops this, but I don't want to like give him the opportunity to not. He's clicking in his deck. Maybe it's better for me to have some bolts in. Yep, he kills my smiter. Takes 4 from this. And I wish I had a choke. Maybe I should have tapped this, so I have the possibility to play both paths. Vidalcan Shackles. Okay. Well, I have a Pride Mage, so that doesn't really do very much. So how does this work? If he like responds, if he like activates this and I respond, he doesn't gain control at all. So I think I'm better off just attacking him than like killing at end step, right? Is that how it works? As long as, yeah, it won't remain tapped. It won't be tapped at all, so. Alright, well that's actually even better, because then I can attack with both and kill with this one. So he's fetching, okay. And we kill it. if that was like gain control, if you know lose control, well, for one, that would be I'd actually lose it forever. But so sideboard-wise, I don't really want to change anything. I don't think it's worth like bringing like Stony Silence or anything because he has Shackles and Explosives. Maybe it is. Maybe it's worth playing like a Stony Silence against that. If he has both Shackles and Explosives, a Stony Silence might be worth playing over like a Bolt. Maybe his Batter Skull too. Seems like it's dangerous to possibly just draw those. And he might, given that I have Pride Mage too, he might not have those in his deck after sideboarding. At least not the Shackles. Like for the next game, seeing multiple Pride Mages out of me, I'm just gonna go ahead and submit. I can see maybe not actually playing all 4 paths, only playing like 3 paths or something. But Tassiger and Grimag Eggler are like pretty huge roadblocks, so they can play really early. So I'll try and avoid that. Alright, this hand is great. We're gonna go ahead and keep. We have multiple Nakatls. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have an energy explosives. I'm tempted to just get basic forest. Just play basic forest Wild Nakatl. And then get yeah, I think I want basic forest. I don't know if he does have Blood Moon in his deck, but at the moment. Spellskite, okay. Well. Kind of want to just get green-red and play both of these. Like, he's just going to block with this anyway. I guess I'm going to play Arid Mesa and find out what he does. Kind of just want to get basic planes though, just in case he does have Blood Moon in his deck still. It's kind of scary. I guess if I just get, if I play Birds of Paradise, he can't really play Blood Moon next turn. And then I still have the opportunity to play this. I really hope he doesn't have explosives though. But I'm gonna get Stomping Ground here. Because I want to play 2 green spells. I guess I should have gotten a white land. No, it doesn't really matter. Blood Moon. Shackles, okay. Well, not afraid to play Shackles. This is actually kind of gross, this combination here. We will get basic planes now. I think I'm just going to Company while he's tapped out. I could just play Pride Mage and attack with a guy. And he's 4, but I think it's just I do just want to cast this Collected Company. Alright, so we'll get Tarmogoyf and Smiter. Tarmogoyf's not even very big. I guess we'll just get Smiter. We can get Smiter and another Nicodle. Smiter and Ooze. I think we want to diversify our bonds a little bit here, as we say. And get Smiter Goyf. We want to have a diversity of mana costs. I don't see Ooze as being particularly effective here. If he does have a Bolt and Bolts Tarmogoyf, I don't really mind, I think. He could just Bolt Ooze anyway. Tarmogoyf's going to be 2/3. What do we get? Definitely getting Smiter. The question is just what the next one is. We already have an Ooze in our hand, so Ooze isn't particularly exciting. I think I'm just going to get Tarmogoyf, even though it's vulnerable to a Bolt or whatever, so is the other one. Another Spellskite. Okay. Alright, we'll attempt to play Pride Mage. Alright, so how's this gonna work? I can attack. If I attack, like before blockers, he can steal something. I can attempt to kill this. He can redirect it to this by paying life. So if he steals, say, he can steal a Nicodle. That's the only thing he can currently steal. So he'd steal a Nicodle. If I attack with all of these, this dies, he goes to 9 life. He has my Nicodle, which can block Nicodle. I guess I just don't attack with Nicodle. I can just attack with these two. So then, but then no, he can steal a Nicodle. I guess he has to do it before I attack, so we're gonna see what he does. I mean, he could theoretically try and steal my bird. But now, these are just going to be tapped. So yeah, we're just going to attack with all these. Okay. So now he can't steal a Nicodle here and block because he'll just, you know, kind of die. Oh, it looks like my opponent forgot his beginning of combat step. He just messaged me. Said I don't know when I took off the begin combat stop off. Well, that is not going to go well for you. Now, I think you're kind of dead. I mean, if he did take it Nicodle, then you know, I would respond to him activating Shackles by trying to kill Shackles with Pride Mage. He would he'd sack one of these basically. All right. Well, he's gonna take 6 here. You're gonna try and, yeah. He's trying to take my Tarmogoyf. This is not gonna work. I guess we'll just get basic mountain. There's no real reason to get anything else, right? I don't need like more green. I don't need green mana. Actually, maybe I need green mana. I guess I can get like this. So it's actually just not gonna be able to take it because it's too big once an artifact dies. Yeah, and now it's too big, so it doesn't resolve my Tarmogoyf. I mean, I was at 3 life. If you like Damnations me here or something, I could see myself losing. But other than that, I think this game is over. Spellskate for taking Shackle is kind of interesting. I saw Spellskate in game 1, did I? I don't think I saw it in game 2, where I actually played the Shackles. I might have actually brought in Stony Sounds if I was thinking about that, but... Alright. He seems... I have to imagine... I mean, he could have Cryptic. That's a card that makes him not die. But barring Cryptic, he's pretty dead. He's at 2. Okay. I will assign 7 to you. What is this? Murderous Cut. Okay. I will assign 3 to you. And we win. So, I don't know how that would have gone if he hadn't just missed his combat, beginning of combat stuff there. I think that game still likely goes my way. It's hard to just, obviously not super easy to say though. But anyway, after that first round loss against the one Grixis deck, we managed to win 3 straight, which is nice. I definitely feel like my draws with this Nine deck were coming together a lot better than when I was actually testing it myself. Some of it is that when I was playing it before, I was experimenting with sort of all creature sideboard or with Collected Company, and then sort of going back and forth, but never was super impressed by how the deck felt in a lot of cases. It could have just been that I experienced sort of a string of poor fortune in terms of my draws and sort of the ratios of lands to spells that I was getting, but this certainly felt better than the previous versions of Nine Company that I was playing, even though it was like 3 cards off in the main deck. And I'm talking about like the main deck being feeling different. And I was well aware that the sideboard that I was playing with previously wasn't that great. And in fact, it was actually many of the things that I ended up playing sort of later on were very similar to what Paul and Matt did. So, but anyway, I do think that this is definitely a viable option in Modern. If you are looking to play a creature deck, which I am, so I recommend you guys check it out. Certainly seems to have what it takes to be competitive, and if you like to attack, it's a lot of fun. So anyway, that's going to be it for me for this week. Thank you for watching. I will be back well, maybe not next week, but soon. See you next time.